Now on Coast TV News.
Coming up on Coast TV News at 6, we're tracking the snow that is moving through the area. I'm going to let you know just how much snow is going to fall.
Preparing the roads in Sussex County, the importance of taking caution on icy roadways. Ocean City's sports future. Berlin backs Ocean City in a big way for a new youth sports complex. How this $1.2 million vision could revolutionize local sports and impact the area.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Mallory Metzner.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6.
Tonight we have special team coverage with Coast TV News reporters Charles Reiner and Elisa Weber, you see on your screen there, along with First Alert meteorologist Alex Seymour on the first snow of the season.
We begin tonight with people heading to the store to prepare for the storm that's here.
Sussex County stores were full of shoppers and excitement in anticipation of the snow. People bundled up for their journeys out to stock up on supplies. Live in Lewis is Coast TV News reporter Charles Reiner. Charles, the first flakes started falling around noon.
Mallory, it is still snowing out here. There's a pretty significant dusting of snow going on right now. It's covering the grass and it's covering some of the cars and even the sidewalks here in Lewis. Here at the Redners off of Route 9, it was a pretty chaotic scene earlier today with people getting their milk, their bread, their eggs, or anything else they could think of. And businesses told me today that when the snowflakes come down, their profits, they go up. Restocking the water shelves at the Lewis Redners, countless people scurry down the aisles to stock up on the essentials.
Stocking up on fruits, vegetables, make stew, all that kind of stuff, you know.
Some of the popular items today, milk, toilet paper, and water. And some snacks, too. Over at Best Days Hardware in Lewis, Erwin Wenner says when the weather outside is frightful, business in the store is delightful.
Definitely snow shovels today, snow blowers, we're selling a lot of bird food. Birds need to eat, and also ice scrapers that are popular for the windshields.
The cold temperatures are making their way through the coast, but it hasn't melted everyone's smiles.
Great to have some snow. Wish it lasted a little longer.
Shopping through a winter wonderland. Now, those people I spoke with today said they weren't too worried about some of the dangers that come along with snowfall, but they did say that they were probably going to wait in their homes and enjoy the warmth of their living room until this storm passes. I'm Charles Reiner, live in Lewis, Coast TV News.
Thank you, Charles. And the first snowfall of the year, it's exciting, but it can make dangerous roads and the conditions out there can be tough. That's why DelDOT started working early this morning to prepare the pavement. Live in Georgetown is Coast TV News reporter Elisa Weber. Elisa, you experienced DelDOT's storm precautions firsthand.
Charlie, today I got to take a ride in a DelDOT truck like this one right here as they put brine down on the roads. Now, DelDOT says the purpose of brine is to act as a barrier for salt to stick to so that it doesn't slide off of the roads. One DelDOT worker told me that snow plowing and salting may look like a fun job, but it is actually very stressful because people's safety depends on it. I spoke with one person who says it is always good to be careful even if the snow doesn't look too heavy.
Especially when there's snow accumulating on the ground and sticking. I think driving a little slower might be safe, or if you have a car that can handle the snow, better to use that than one that can't.
Despite there being salt and brine on the roads, it's important to always be cautious, especially when it is dark out. In Georgetown, I'm Elisa Weber, Coast TV News.
Thanks, Elisa. We're taking a live look outside into West Ocean City to check on the conditions there. You can see the lens of the camera has got all that moisture on it from the snowfall. Our First Alert meteorologist, Alex Seymour, joins us now with a look at our weather tonight. Good evening, Alex.
Good evening. Yeah, we've got snow falling across much of Delmarva this evening. The snow has been coming down since about 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's going to continue for several more hours before it starts to taper off. Snowfall totals, dusting to an inch, Route 9 south, some areas south of Route 9. I'm hearing already closing in on the inch, so we're going to probably end up on the higher end of these ranges. 1 to 3 inches of snow north of Route 9, and then 3 to 5 inches of snow as you head towards northern Delaware and then towards the I-95 cities. Here along the coast, we actually warm up during the overnight hours. So the main problems that we're going to see on our area roadways is actually going to be from now until about midnight before those temperatures start to rise above freezing. Right now, though, as they take a live look out on our Irish Ice camera in Lewis, take a look at that. The snow is coming down. It is a windy evening. Flags whipping in the wind. Temps still sitting at 29 degrees. So it's cold out there. Now with the sun going down, snow starting to stick to those roads. So probably just want to stay inside the rest of the evening as the snow continues to move up through the area. A heavier band of snow now moving through southeastern portions of Sussex County. That includes Frankfort, Dagsboro, Bethany Beach, Fenwick Island. That is going to continue to move north along the coast. So Rehoboth Beach, Lewis, you're going to be in on a heavier band of snow pretty soon.
Thank you, Alex. Now in Maryland, the State Highway Administration is on high alert due to this winter storm. Expect weather to affect travel tonight into tomorrow. The state says crews have pre-treated highways with that salt brine to fight snow and ice. Officials urge drivers to limit travel during the storm for safety and to take safety road measures.
Before the flakes started to fall on the midshore, people were seen filling their tires and pumping gas in Cambridge. The roads were salted. One person at a local Wawa said he was concerned with tomorrow's roads due to possibly more snow tonight.
I don't think it's going to be as bad. Probably a lot of ice. Just being prepared to where you don't have to go out, especially when it gets, like you start dealing with black ice.
And this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how do you feel about the snowfall? Let's take a look at the results from the last news hour.
Looking at the screen here, it looks like the majority is still people saying they love the snow. That is at 64%, though these numbers have changed a bit. 36% now saying they hate the snow. If I can stay home and enjoy the snow and just look out the window at it, that's great.
Yeah,
but driving in it,
pretty out the window is one thing. Having to put your wheels on it is another. If you want to vote, you can. You can go to coasttvnews.com, or you can use our Coast TV mobile app, and we'll show you updated results on Coast TV News at 11. U.S. Senator Tom Carper is embracing a future with artificial intelligence and how it could benefit government agencies. With the new technology on the rise, Carper says AI has potential to be a tool to increase efficiency, effectiveness, and accessibility of government services like the Division of Revenue. Carper hopes that with the implementation of AI, the public will have more satisfaction with government agencies.
We're early in this. A lot of people are just learning to spell AI, but there's going to be a lot of continued debate in the weeks once ahead to make sure that we get this right, and we'll learn from we'll maybe do some things wrong. We'll learn from other countries. They'll learn from us. At the end of the day, let's hope for the best and work hard to ensure that we achieve it.
In October, President Biden issued an executive order to establish new standards for AI safety and security while standing up for consumers and workers.
In Lewis, a bizarre discovery has led to an arrest. Police say 57-year-old John Wanner was living illegally in a second home near Love Creek off Route 24. Troopers say homeowners saw signs that Wanner was living in their unoccupied home, like food and a TV was left on. They say Wanner ran away, leaving behind 3 cats and 3 dogs, but he was soon arrested by the police in nearby woods. He faces charges including second-degree burglary and resisting arrest.
Delaware State Police are currently investigating a shooting incident in Ellendale. Late Sunday night, troopers were called to a home on Candy Lane following reports of gunfire. Troopers say they found the home had been hit multiple times with numerous shell casings recovered at the scene. Police say the 2 adults inside the home safely were not hurt. The motive for the shooting is still unknown and no suspects have been identified.
A place to run, kick, compete, and play. That's what a sports complex in Berlin would mean to the community, but it's a project that's facing a few hurdles. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe is following this story and has the latest update.
A little over a year ago, the Worcester County Commissioners had a chance to vote on a new sports complex in Berlin. They said no. But council members in Berlin and Ocean City have continued the fight, and they are once again trying to get this plan rolling.
That would be good for the children, it'd be good for the seniors, it'd be good for everybody.
Last week, both councils agreed to have Mayor Zach Tyndall send a letter to the Maryland Department of Budget and Management in support of the request for $1.2 million in state funding.
I hope it goes through. I've heard that it was voted down But if it's back on the table, I'm all for it.
The money would go towards performing a site assessment and start the preliminary design of a youth sports complex. If they move forward with the plan, the complex would be built right behind Stephen Decatur High School and Middle School. The sports complex would include 8 to 10 tournament-quality multi-purpose fields, jogging trails, a playground, and restrooms.
If the $1.2 million request does get approved, that'll be one step closer to this empty field becoming a sports complex. I'm Kevin Zapay with CoastTV News.
The Maryland General Assembly is convening for its annual 90-day legislative session. Notable policy initiatives on the agenda include a bipartisan public safety crime package, as well as a proposed addition to the Juvenile Integration Act of 2022, sorry about that, folks, and concerns related to higher utility costs for consumers as sustainability and renewable energy measures take effect. The General Assembly opened last Wednesday, and the Maryland Senate introduced 343 bills for consideration over the first week alone.
A significant stride in Maryland's green initiative. Governor Wes Moore says a $15 million grant from the U.S. Department of Transportation will fund the installation of 58 new electric vehicle charging stations across Maryland. These stations will provide fair climate action and will be placed in various locations, including in underserved communities. And we're just getting started tonight on Coast TV News at 6.
Join the crucial fight against climate change, how you can make a difference and protect Dewey Beach's future.
It's a snowy evening here along the coast. I'll be tracking the winter weather coming up in just a few minutes.
But first, tonight starts our Decision 2024 preview week. Coast TV News' Matt Pensick shows us the candidates trying to win your vote for the Delaware governor race. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Beat the winter rush with new entry doors from Winter World of Delmarva. Get a premium Craftsman's entry door for only $64.99 per month.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Winter World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Call now for a free estimate today.
Embrace a new journey and kickstart your New Year's resolution in a brand new Subaru from Gateway Subaru. Discover the 2024 Subaru Outback, which represents Subaru's commitment to safety, innovation, and adventure. Right now, lease a new 2024 Subaru Outback for only $299 a month, or take advantage of financing rates as low as 4.9%. Plus, Gateway has more in-stock Subaru inventory to choose from than other dealers have combined. Love, it's what makes a Subaru a Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
Beat the winter rush with new vinyl siding from Winter World of Delmarva. Get premium vinyl insulated siding for only $298.35 per month.
No matter the size of the project, you can trust Winter World of Delmarva to get it done right.
Call now for a free estimate today.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
Next year, Delaware will have a new governor. So far, it's a small field of candidates attempting to follow John Carney as the top executive in the state.
As Coast TV's Matt Pensick shows us, we may get a clearer picture of who that will be by the end of this summer.
Days before Christmas, there were 3 candidates vying to become Delaware's next governor. 2 Democrats who currently hold key positions in the state, and the lone Republican, Jerry Price. The retired police officer has never held public office before and says his current concern about crime and drugs is what motivated him to make this effort.
Because of the drugs on the street nowadays, it's insane. There's just too many drugs, and doesn't seem like any of the politicians are handling it right.
A May 2023 analysis by U.S. News & World Report rated Delaware the 33rd state when it comes to crime and corrections. While in the northern part of the state, the crime rate has gone down in nearly every key metric in Matt Meyer's time as Newcastle County executive.
I don't think it's fair to say it's a coincidence because other places around the country it's rising. I think it's a few things. Number one is housing. You find when you provide people housing and stability, so when people have jobs, when they have housing, when they have stability, you're going to see less crime.
Emphasizing the recent gun regulation that was signed into state law in 2023, that is a priority for Hall Long.
A lot of new policies in the state, a lot of restrictions. Where are you are you aligned with what was passed in the General Assembly, what was signed into law by Governor Carney?
This is not an infringement on Second Amendments. I was raised on a farm with young men and family hunters. But this is about common sense gun practice and safety.
2023 also saw a big push in Delaware towards electric vehicles and away from those powered by gasoline. Both Democrats are in favor of this policy with slightly different approaches to helping pay for this big change.
You want to make sure that those using fossil fuels are paying for the actual cost of those fossil fuels. There's a tremendous cost to the environment and to our communities.
Whether it's the utilization of federal opportunities and grants for all persons, no matter their zip code, we're going to have to lean in Delaware. And to me, it is most important that we have in place the infrastructure and those opportunities before putting a date or a timeline.
Bethany Hall Long's campaign announced on this afternoon that amendments to past financial reports are being made following an audit.
In the fall of 2023, just after she had announced her candidacy, Hall Long made public that she had hired an auditor to go over her campaign finances. The findings? From 2016 to 2022, she loaned her campaign more than $300,000, improperly reporting the charges as expenditures in earlier filings.
We found that, like many people, when they run for office, they raise a certain amount of money and then they have expenses. And we actually had quite a few higher expenses. And so my husband and I, very committed to the service of Delawareans, used our personal credit cards.
Look, like all Delawareans, I expect anyone elected to public office to be open, transparent. The reports are there's going to be an audit that's done. We're, like all Delawareans, we look forward to seeing that audit.
We are less than 9 months away from the Democrat primary. The question is, will that audit even matter to voters? Hall Long does have the endorsement of Governor John Carney, and after details of the audit were released, she got additional endorsements from the Democrat leadership in the General Assembly. Meyer holds a position that was once held by U.S. Senator Chris Coons. As for Price, well, it was only last week that he launched his campaign website, but he still remains the only Republican to have officially filed to run for governor. For CoastTV News, I'm Matt Pensick.
For more on interviews with these candidates and a sneak peek at other races, go to coasttvnews.com/decision2024.
Well, cold and snowy weather will continue all the way through the weekend. I'll let you know just how cold it will get and when we could see even more snow coming up just after the break.
Bill, where are you?
I'm up on the roof.
Where?
Here, finishing the siding.
Which side?
Replacing windows.
You're being a double pain. Right now, get 25% off your whole project or 12 months, no payments, no interest. Call All Exteriors for your free inspection.
Toyota is the official automotive partner of the NFL with a lineup that can't be beat. And with plenty of vehicles in stock, there's less waiting and more saving. So head into your Toyota dealer. We'll make a game plan just for you. Buy a Tundra now with 4.99% APR, or go with a Tacoma and get 3.99% APR. It's game on at Toyota, official partner of the NFL. Toyota, let's go places.
Dear Food Line, thanks for all the food. The food pantry lady says you give them boxes of fresh stuff all the time. My mama and me made the best dinner ever. After I said that to her, she started crying. But my mom said that can happen if you make someone really happy.
Thanks for making her really happy. P.S. Please put in less veggies next time.
Here to fill tables and hearts with hope. Food Lion Feeds. Here for every moment.
Try that in a small town. See how far you make it down the road.
1039 and 1063. We're local. We're Coast Country. And we're Delmarva proud.
Get live radar and severe weather alerts. Download the free Coast TV First Alert Weather app. Brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Recent storms have caused roof, siding, and gutter damage in our area. All Exteriors can be out to your home as soon as tomorrow, and they work directly with your insurance. Call All Exteriors now or visit allexteriorsmd.com.
I'm attorney Ben Schwartz. In my law practice, we represent people who've been injured in accidents. One type of case we frequently handle is dog bite and dog knockdown injury cases. The dog owner's homeowner's insurance will often pay significant cash compensation to folks injured by a dog. If this has happened to you, tip the scales of justice in your favor. Call Schwartz & Schwartz today.
Track the storm with the Coast TV First Alert Weather Team.
Well, the snow is coming down this evening across much of Delmarva, and it has been coming down since about 1 o'clock this afternoon. These are the snowfall totals that we're expecting from that start of the snow until it begins to taper off. That's going to be around 9 to 10 p.m. this evening. Dusting to an inch of snow, mainly from the Route 9 corridor south. There are some areas in southern Sussex County that I've gotten reports of snowfall totals right around 1 inch. So we're likely going to end on the high end of these totals in some parts of Sussex County. 1 to 3 inches of snow expected north of that Route 9 corridor. The snow is going to last just a little bit longer in those locations. And it's after dark now, so we're really going to start to see that snow pile up. That's certainly going to cause those issues on our area roadways for the next several hours, probably until about midnight, 1 a.m. this morning, before those temperatures really start to rise above freezing. We are already seeing some spots where those temperatures have risen above freezing, particularly out on our dry tech camera at the Ember Center in Ocean City. Snow is still coming down, but it's certainly lightened up, and now temperatures are sitting right around 34 degrees, so the roadway issues not going to be as impactful in Ocean City. They're mainly going to be wet with those temperatures above freezing, but elsewhere those temperatures still well below freezing, and we're still seeing all snow across most of Sussex County. One of those heavier bands of snow, you can see that deeper blue passing through Ocean View, passing through Bethany Beach this evening, farther to the south and west near Gumboro, Millsboro, Selbyville area. This band of snow lifting north, and it's going to be slow to do so, so we've still got several more hours to see this snow. And we're going to continue with just precipitation sliding through the area. Once this front, though, lifts north, it's going to transition over to more rain showers. We could transition back over to snow as we head towards tomorrow afternoon, though. Temperature-wise, most of us still below freezing, well below freezing. Still sitting at 29 in Lewis, 29 in Millsboro, 30 in Milton, 28 in Georgetown, 29 in Seaford, 29 in Delmar. So it is still plenty cold for those roadways to become icy. So you probably just want to kind of stay inside for the rest of the evening hours before those temperatures start to rise above freezing. We are up to the freezing mark now in Bethany Beach, Ocean Pines area. So the warmer air is starting to encroach inland just a little bit. Those temperatures are going to continue to rise as these winds out of the north-northeast start to pick up to out of the southeast. And then we're going to start to see our temps actually rise into the upper 30s and eventually maybe even the 40s. But through 8 p.m., still, we're talking about snowfall falling across Sussex County. These temperatures are a little bit too warm. We're probably still going to be below freezing in all of Sussex County through 8 p.m. other than maybe Bethany Beach, Fenwick Island. Ocean City, 35, 36 degrees by about 8 p.m. Everybody, though, gets up into the upper 30s to low 40s by Tuesday morning. And there we go with that wet weather. It does get cold again by the afternoon hours as much colder air starts to move in by tomorrow afternoon. We fall from the 40s in the morning into the low 30s. And then it gets really windy and really cold by Wednesday morning. Take a look at that. Our first wind chills in the single digits by Wednesday morning. Our Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling 7-day forecast shows this cold weather that is going to persist throughout much of the week into the weekend. Highs only in the 30s most days. We've got another chance of maybe some more accumulating snow by Friday.
Thanks, Alex. Dewey Beach wants to get the community involved in its fight against climate change. The town's Climate Change Committee is actively seeking new members. Homeowners, property owners, and business owners who are passionate about protecting Dewey Beach are encouraged to join. This committee plays a crucial role in developing strategies for resilience to rising sea levels and climate change impact.
Soaring Over the Shore is brought to you by Morse Roofing and Siding.
With 200 acres of marshes and forests, the Isle of Wight is a place of inspiration and recreation.
Smack dab in the middle of the bays between Ocean Pines and Ocean City, the Isle of Wight is almost hidden in plain sight. Many birds hunt for fish here, and croaker, sea trout, flounder, and bluefish call the waters around the island their home. Although it's small, you may even spot a deer or squirrel here. The island is prime real estate for fishermen, bird watchers, nature photographers, and even hunters when the time is right. Sheltered from the ocean by the Assawoman Bay, the Isle of Wight is an environmental jewel in Worcester County.
At Morse Roofing and Siding, we feel our team is the best. From our estimators, production and admin management, to our installers and owners, we strive to provide a quality product at an affordable price with exceptional customer service every time.
Hi, I'm Tom Morse.
And I'm Tommy K. Morse.
We are your local family and veteran-owned home exterior renovation contractor right here in Dagsboro, Delaware.
Serving Sussex County.
There's good.
There's better. And then there's Morse.
Watch for the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep.
Start your new year off right with a new bathroom from Coastal Bath. The only Bath Planet dealer on Delmarva with the Good Housekeeping Seal 2-year money-back guarantee. It's our annual New Year savings. Take $2,024 off your new bathroom project and no payments and no interest until 2025.
How do I like the new bath? I love it. My wife loves it. I highly recommend Coastal Bath. They do an awesome job.
Local and family owned. Call Coastal Bath today.
I had a pain in my armpit. I found a very large lump.
When we got the call back that it seems to be breast cancer, everything kind of crumbled.
And you're young and you have a family and you don't know if you're gonna live, you don't know, you don't know anything.
She was one of the patients where we could take cutting edge science and turn right around and apply it to our clinic the very next day.
Bay Health is unmatched, I believe. I can't thank them enough, they saved my life.
It's time to experience an extraordinary lineup of entertainment at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. Enjoy performances by the Four Phantoms in concert on February 4th, Wheel of Fortune Live on February 29th, The Simon and Garfunkel Story March 18th, and The Price is Right Live on April 1st. The excitement is building, and now it's your turn to be a part of it. Secure your seats at ococean.com/pack and join us for the most amazing season yet. Don't miss out. Come experience the magic of live performances all in one place at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center. See you there.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Snow still falling across much of Delmarva this evening, but we are starting to see our temperatures rise in Ocean City on our Orsted camera. In West OC, temps up to 34 degrees. Snow starting to taper off just a little bit in Ocean City, but roadway issues are still going to remain a problem until about midnight tonight, especially in Sussex County where the snow is still falling. Tomorrow, more rain and snow showers. Temperatures start out near 40 in the morning, so we shouldn't deal with any issues for that morning commute, though. Temperatures, though, falling during the day, then it stays cold and more accumulating snow possible by Friday.
Thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
We're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.